All right, let's review our theme before starting. So a theme is the message, moral, or lesson in the story. So while you're reading, just continue to ask yourself, so what I do is I say, all right, what's the lesson they're learning? What's the lesson I need to learn? What words do I see over and over that could be a lesson? So while you're reading, ask yourself those questions. And remember, we're doing the cream-filled cupcake because the cream's hidden inside a cupcake, just like the theme's hidden inside a book, okay? They're not going to tell you word for word what the theme is. You have to make an inference or a guess, okay? So take a guess at what you think they're trying to teach you, okay? So we're going to read this story, Sharing the Crops, today. You guys are going to answer these two questions on your own and do the writing so I can see that you guys are understanding this and see if I need to do anything else to help you, okay? So sharing the crops. Once a farmer rented some land. How much does it cost to use this land? The farmer asked the landowner. The owner wanted to get the better part of the deal, so he said, I'll take the top half of the crop and you can take the bottom half. But the farmer was clever. He planted potatoes because they grow in the ground. At harvest time, he gave the owner the potato tops, which are not good for anything. The owner knew he had been outsmarted. He said, next year, I want the bottom half of your crops. So the next year, the farmer planted oats, which grow at the top of long grasses. The bottom half is useless grassy straw. That's what the farmer gave to the owner. This time, the owner said, next year, I'll take the top and the bottom so you can have the middle. So this time the farmer planted corn. At the top of each corn stalk are tassels. At the bottom are woody stalks. In the middle is where the tasty sweet corn grows. For a third time, the owner had been outsmarted. Now it was the farmer's turn to suggest a deal. From now on, he said, why don't you take half of whatever I grow? Whatever I get, you will get the same. This was a fair deal at last. From that day on, the owner and the farmer shared their crops equally. So before moving on, why does the landowner keep changing the deal he made with the farmer? Underline key details about the first deal between the landowner and the farmer. So let's look up at the first deal. So I'll take the bottom half of the crop. I'll take the top half and you can take the bottom half. So the owner, let's get my highlighter out. Okay. The farmer was clever. He planted potatoes because they grow in the ground. At harvest time, he gave the owner the potato tops, which are good for nothing. So we're going to highlight the owner wanted to get a better deal. He was being very stingy. He wasn't being equal. Okay. So he said, I'll take the top half of the crop and you can take the bottom half. Then it says the farmer was clever. He planted potatoes because they grow in the ground. Harvest time, he gave the owner the potato tops, which are not good for anything. Okay, so the owner was being greedy and wanted the better deal, so the farmer outsmarted him and gave him what he wanted, which really wasn't what he wanted. Okay, so then it happens again and another time. Okay, the owner continued to be greedy towards the farmer. Okay, so this question has two parts, answer part A and then answer part B. I am just going to read the two questions to you and the answer choices, and I would like you to answer them. Okay, part A, what is the theme of sharing the crops? A, if you treat others unfairly, don't expect fair treatment in return. B, never make a deal with a clever farmer. C, the best part of a crop is usually at the top. Or D, if a plan doesn't succeed, keep trying until you get what you want. Okay, which one of these is a life lesson that everybody can learn? It's a lesson that the farmer can learn or the owner can learn, but it's also a lesson that we can learn in our lives. Okay, I'm going to end this one and start a new one to read part B and the short answer to you guys.